On Monday, because we're the place to be, we're going to react to Selection Sunday. It's that time of year with Jay Williams and Jay Billis in the house to help us break it all down.
This is SportsCenter right now. I'm Will Reed. First Take. We'll be back in just a minute. Days after agreeing to trade Michael Bennett to the Eagles, the Seahawks will release cornerback Richard Sherman today, according to multiple reports. Sherman turns 30 in 3 weeks and is a four-time Pro Bowler who has played all 7 seasons of his career in Seattle. He's coming off surgery to repair a torn Achilles and was entering the final year of his Seahawks contract. Elsewhere, Aqib Talib is headed out of Denver. The Broncos agreeing to trade their Pro Bowl corner to the Rams in exchange for a 5th-round pick in this year's draft, according to Adam Schefter. The trade cannot be finalized until the new league year begins this Wednesday. The Rams have made a bunch of defensive moves this offseason, trading for 3-time Pro Bowl selection Marcus Peters on February 23rd and placing the franchise tag on safety LaMarcus Joyner on Tuesday. L.A. also dealt defensive end Robert Quinn and linebacker Alec Ogletree in separate moves. More First Take right now.
Well, thank you. A lot happening in the NFC West. The Rams went 11-5 last year, had the highest scoring offense, and now they add Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters to that 12th-ranked scoring defense. Damian Woody in the house. Good to see you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hold it.
I was waiting for it. I'm paused. Yep.
Don't even try. Don't even play
Where's
with me
the
this
time,
morning.
man?
Don't even play
Where's
with me
the
this
time,
morning.
man?
Casual
It's Casual Friday.
Casual Friday.
I told you about. Excuse me.
It's Casual Friday. You heard me.
I just wanted to dress up.
Don't be disrespectful, okay? You watch your mouth. I keep telling you, don't
You're
show up here without a
disrespectful
tie.
for not
yet.
being in the studio right now.
Yeah, I know. At least I'm wearing a tie, damn it. I look the part.
Hey, can I?
I'll deal with you later. I'll deal with you later.
Yeah, go ahead.
On this very sad anniversary in hip-hop history,
Oh,
hey, big guy,
yeah,
can I
yeah.
get one? I love it when you call me Big Papa. I gotta hear it.
The
you
show
sound just like him.
Yeah. Max, you know what
Big
time it
Papa.
is. You know what time it is.
I got you.
Yeah.
Notorious B.I.G. All right, let's get to it.
Rest
Here's
in
the deal.
peace, Biggie. Yeah, Stephen A. So
No
I'm
doubt.
starting with you here. So in the meeting, we found out you all agree, right? The Eagles are the team to beat, the Super Bowl champs. I get it, out in the NFC. But take them out of it. Are the Rams the next best team?
I'm not ready to say that. Because I think Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints are a team to watch out for. You got Drew Brees, one of the prolific quarterbacks this game has ever seen. He's a future Hall of Famer. We know what he brings to the table. Kamara with Ingram in the backfield. He's now got a running game. Michael Thomas and those boys can ball. And on the defensive side of the ball, they improved dramatically. That miracle in Minnesota notwithstanding, the defense is still pretty damn good. And obviously they're going to be hungry because they know they blew a terrific shot at the Super Bowl crown themselves. So I'm going to still put New Orleans ahead of them. But I will say this. I like what I'm seeing from Snead and the Los Angeles Rams. Life without Jeff Fisher is just a beautiful, beautiful thing for them. When you look at the secondary and you got Aqib Talib with Marcus Peters, I mean, listen, I hope they act right, but I got love for both of those brothers, and I think that they can do some damage. When you look at that coupled with the rest of their defense, and they better re-up Aaron Donald, make sure he gets his money. I know that much. When you look at everything from that perspective, they are formidable. Here's why I'm not willing to elevate them to number 2, however. I believe last year was an aberration offensively. What we saw from Jared Goff, he looked very impressive. But there's more film out on him. Now you know the kind of things that Coach McVay likes to do. They've seen a lot more film on Jared Goff, and I don't think he's going to have the year next year that everybody thinks he's going to have. I got nothing but love and faith in Todd Gurley. I know what he's going to do. Sammy Watkins, you don't know his status there as well. So I just look at it from the standpoint, I think offensively, they may struggle more than people realize. I think they've elevated themselves defensively, but I don't think they'll be as formidable offensively as they were last season, and that's why I'm giving the edge to New Orleans being number 2 in the NFC before I think about Los Angeles.
We could also argue Minnesota, but I'll take the Rams as the second-best team in the NFC on paper. In fact, they may have already been that last year, but I, like many, looked at quarterback, looked at Jared Goff, looked at the experience, the fact that the Rams had not really been there yet, and then looked at New Orleans and preferred New Orleans and maybe 1 or 2 other teams. But you know what? Now Goff has playoff experience. And I agree with you, Stephen A., that Snead has done a good job. It's a very good job. I don't know that the secondary's actually gotten better because they're about to lose Trumaine Johnson. And they traded Ogletree and all this, and maybe they didn't feel that he had a great year or that he didn't fit the system or whatever. And they brought in Talib, a brand name, but he is 32 years old. He's still very good. I don't know that they've actually improved the defense or they're running in place and getting money ready to pay to pay Aaron Donald. And so I don't know that that's why they're better because of these acquisitions. I do think that another year of experience, the fact that they've played together, the fact that I believe Goff is progressing, and the fact that they have that playoff loss under their belt means that they may take the step from being on paper the second best team, maybe even on paper they were the best in the NFC last year, to maybe in practice actually advancing. So I like them right now. Eagles 1, Rams 2.
Yeah, I'm not ready to go there right now. Listen, I give Sean McVay, the head coach, a lot of credit for, getting rid of that stench of mediocrity from Jeff Fisher. There's no question about that. But I think Stephen A. alluded to it. The one thing that the Los Angeles Rams, they're not going to surprise people this year. They had a young coach who brought in a fun system. Made Jared Goff look like one of the better quarterbacks in the National Football League. But after you have a year like they had last year, you're not going to catch anyone by surprise. You got a whole offseason to look at these guys, and they have a talented roster, no question about it. I like the acquisitions in the secondary. That's what defensive coordinator Wade Phillips loves. He loves cornerbacks. Cover cornerbacks because he likes to blitz a lot. But again, they're not going to catch anyone off guard. A lot of these teams now, they know the system. They know what to expect. So I want to see how the Los Angeles Rams react to people coming in saying, you know what? This is a pretty good team. Can you bring it every single week? Can you do it every single week? I'm going to give you an example. Just like with the Philadelphia Eagles. I know because I've been there. When you're a Super Bowl champ or you've been to the Super Bowl, guess what? Everybody plays you like it's their Super Bowl. It's going to be on a similar level for the Los Angeles Rams. No one's going to sleep on the Rams. Everyone's going to know. So we're going to see what this Rams team is all about.
Well, first, a couple of things. Number one, I didn't allude to anything. I flat out said it. It's nothing wrong with you confessing. Yo, Stephen A., you were absolutely right with what you said.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I can tell you that right now.
That's a lack of respect. That's a lack of respect that you show. You better watch your mouth. Don't let me deal with you, big boy. Don't let me deal with you, Biggie. Now, here's point number 2, all right? You got Kupp and Woods, and we can't ignore that. Kupp and Woods along with Gurley, one would surmise that you've got the weapons. But again, Mac, I piggyback off of what big boy Damian Woody said, not alluded to. He said, you see how big boys know how to give credit, okay? He said this. Damian Woody said it, so he deserves credit for it. The film is out. You're not going to surprise anybody. If I'm sitting there and I'm watching the Los Angeles Rams, I'm looking at that playoff game that they lost to Atlanta. I'm looking at that regular season game that they lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. I've got more film on these boys. Defensively, they're going to be better. They were 28th against the run. All right, they were 13th against the pass. They were 19th, defensively overall, 12th in scoring points in scoring defense. And by the way, they were 5th in the league in takeover, so that sort of glossed over some of the deficiencies that they had defensively. But in the end, what it comes down to is that you got to score to win games. And I believe that folks that are looking at Jared Goff, I'm not saying he's a scrub because I knew he wasn't as bad as Fisher made him look, just like he made Nick Foles look bad, Case Keenum look bad, and all this other stuff.
I agree.
I'm not
Goff
saying
is
that
not
about
Wentz.
Goff, but I do think that Goff. But I don't think that Goff is as good as everybody is saying he was last season. I don't believe that.
I think Goff is a solid starting quarterback, and I believe he's improving, and he's young, and he's not a bust. He was drafted number 1 overall, and right now you can't say he's a bust, and that means he's a good player. Big boy, Damian Woody. I'm going right at what you said.
Okay,
you said,
come at my neck
take it from me. You say, hey, take it from me. I've won a Super Bowl, and when you win a Super Bowl, it's that much harder.
Well, let me clarify.
Right?
I've won multiple. Yep. So let's get that straight.
Sorry. Now, I've never played the game, but I have GM'd Madden back in the day. And I will tell you this. When you win a Super Bowl in Madden, in fact, all the ratings go up. Everything goes up. That's not how it works in real life?
No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, you might have some players, but trust me, that when you become good, you don't surprise anyone. Teams play you differently. Just like when you win the Super Bowl, it gets so much harder that following year that a lot of teams struggle just to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and they're
weren't sleeping on the Rams.
Distant second, as we all know, from the Eagles. Rams allowed a season-high 43 points to the Eagles in Week 14.
Couple of things, Molly.
Yeah.
Couple of things, Molly. When Damian Woody was a rookie, I believe the year was 1999 when he was in the New England
that's
Patriots.
right. Yeah. That's right.
I was probably in elementary school.
One of his rookie initiations where he had to be Biggie in the locker room and stuff like that. He had to perform in front of the. That's why he got that little gangster lean.
That?
That's why I got that little gangster lean right now with no tie.
Yeah.
I guess that's
but you know what? But you know what, Molly? You see, I'm cool like that. I can pull this off, Stephen A. Because, like I told you, when I come on set, this is my set. I can pull this off.
And that's why your words always hypnotize me.
You look
You got a story to tell.
I see that, Molly. I see that.
You look
Love having you. We'll see you on NFL Live a little later when you own that set.
There you
Molly
go.
just making you look a little better. That's all. That's what she does for all of us.
All right. Coming up, guys, Rick Carlisle has got Mark Cuban's back. You don't want to miss how strongly he defended the Mavericks owner. Very interesting. Plus, Tyrann Mathieu is going to be here to tell us about his future with the Cards. Is he having doubts that he'll be with Arizona next season? Stay tuned.
Great. Another day.